In this video, I'll show you how to automate the naming of your report file to include part-specific information like serial number or part number. This is useful when later asked to retrieve the inspection data for one specific part in a multi-run inspection. In my example, I'll simulate running the demo block multiple times, and with each run, I'll enter a different serial number to be included in the report file name. The first step is to create a folder on your computer where you want the data to be stored. I've already gone ahead and created a folder on my desktop and called it My Reports. Okay, so let's look at PC-DMIS now. I've already entered the code ahead of time just to save time in this tutorial. Step 1 is to create a trace field. So the trace field will prompt the operator for the serial number, and the operator will type it in, which will eventually become part of the file name. To create a trace field from the menu bar, go to Insert, Statistics command, Trace Field. When creating a trace field, we need to give it a name. The name will later be referenced in a variable. The display message is just the prompt for the operator, and the value is the value the operator types in. With the display toggle set to on, that just means that the trace field will pop up during execution. Alright, so I'll just cancel this since I've already created mine. My trace field has a name of serial, which we'll reference later, and the prompt is please enter part serial number. The value is set at 0, but we'll overwrite that during execution. So next we have three variables. The first variable is the serial number. The name of the variable is SN. And for the value, what I'm using is what's called a string function. This string function is called getTraceValue, and what that does is extract the information from the trace field, so whatever number we type in. So this is the syntax we need to use. If you've not used variables before, from the menu bar, go to Insert Assignment. The assigned to is the variable name, and the assigned from is the value, or whichever code that is typed in there. The second variable is part name, and I've used another string function called getProgramInfo. What that will do is extract out the information that's entered in the title block. So you can see it up there at the top of my PC-DMIS program. So I'll include that in my file name as well. The third variable is the tricky one, so this you have to really be careful here. The name of my variable is just report_name. So at the end of the folder path, what we need to do is put 2 backslashes, so that's important. And after the 2 backslashes, that's where I input my variables. What we need to do is put a plus symbol on either side of the variable that we input into this command line. So the first one I've done is part name, so it'll be demo block. And then I have quotations and some text. So my text is just an underscore. So it'll be demo block underscore, and then I've inserted my second variable, serial number, which will be different every time, surrounded by the plus symbol. So a plus symbol on either side. And then the last step is to put the .pdf. So that will be a PDF file. So all of that together will be a file name, and it will change every time I run and type in a new serial number. Okay, so that's it for the variables and the trace field. The last step in the program is to create a print command. So I've already created it, but what I'll do is I'll delete this and I'll just show you the steps, because there's a few steps we have to do here. From the menu bar, let's go to Insert, Report Command, and Print Command. So after we create it, let's right click and select Edit. And we can first deal with it as a dialog box. We'll check the report output to file. And for the type, we'll do overwrite, and I'll explain this a bit later. The path here we will actually overwrite, and that's why I checked overwrite. And the type is PDF. So that's good enough for now. I'm just going to click OK. So the next step is to input our variable for the report name up here into that spot there where you see that path. So I'm just going to put my cursor before that field, hit tab until that's highlighted, and now I'll just type in the name of my variable that contains my custom report file location. Report_name. So PC-DMIS recognizes that this is actually a variable name and is warning me, but that's in fact exactly what I want, so I'm going to say yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this and see if it works. And I've left the folder on the right hand side of the screen open so you can see it populate with my new files. Okay, so let's hit execute, and there's my trace field, so I'll just enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and okay, so that's our okay, so there's our first file from our first run. Exactly as I predicted, demo block is our part name, followed by an underscore, followed by the serial number. So let's do a few more, and I'll just make up any random number. There's our second part. So now, if we ran 100 parts, each had random serial numbers, the operator would just be typing them in as he sees them. And you know, down the road, if you wanted to do a search, it's quite easy to do. We can just do our search for the serial number, and then it would just pull up the exact inspection report you wanted. Okay, so that's about it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.